everyone! How are you today? I'm really happy to be here with you because I haven't done a usual floss tube video for quite a while now. My name is Anastasia and this is my channel about mainly cross stitch but also about everything that just goes on around me. So as you've noticed lately, I haven't done usual floss tubes, but several of the latest videos were just like themed ones where I will show you like my old finishes or the new patterns I'm in love with, or even stitch with me's where I'm telling you some stories from my life. So I really like this format and I hope you do too, because some of your feedback was super positive and I would like to continue with all of this. Every month we will not receive lots of like weekly floss tubes because I'm not really comfortable with just doing a floss tube where I can show you basically nothing, because sometimes it really happens so that after 1 week I have one line of cross stitch to show. Yeah, I've stitched a lot, like I've stitched maybe 1500 stitches this week, but you will not see any progress and I don't like that. Like, this is for my comfort. I don't like that. Yeah, I'm just saying that because I know a lot of you will say, come on, stitching is just a hobby, don't think about it, just show what you have, blah blah blah. I'm not comfortable with showing you just nothing. I like to show a lot, I like to talk a lot about it, and I like to share you my emotions. So probably floss tubes, we will do like once a month or whenever I feel comfortable that I have some significant progress. Also, if you've noticed, we've reached 1000 subscribers! Hooray! Already 5 times. We've reached 1000 subscribers 5th time, and maybe lots of you who is waiting for some big 1000 subscriber giveaway and not seeing it in my latest videos, unsubscribe so it goes down back to 998, 997 people. I'm just want to warn you, we will do a big giveaway when I will reach 1100 subscribers, because at first it was a big news, very big news, but several days later couple people unsubscribed and we just came back to 998, and then we reached 1000 again, and again this thing happened, and again and again it happened. So now I am very grateful for everyone who is supporting me and who is waiting, and for all your lovely views and comments and everything. But I really just want to get there. I really want to pass 1000 threshold, so we will do a wonderful giveaway and we will not go back. Even like if 10 people will unsubscribe, it will not result in a drawbacks. So I'm just waiting for 1100 subscribers. Let's do that. And yeah, this will be a very cool giveaway. After I filmed all this long like life update, I realized that it got so long it could be just another separate floss tube videos. Let's change it a little bit. I will show you my project, we'll do a life update. I'll show you my project, we'll do a life update. And this is the way this video probably will work. So let's start with the thing that I've been stitching for the last to start with this wreath, because I believe you just saw 1 month worth progress, or you haven't even seen it so much. I don't really remember when we were last time, but now I'm on page 5. So basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Ooh. Can I just say that I can't stop ranting about how difficult this project is and how much time it requires? Like, yeah, it's absolutely beautiful and all the color changes are amazing, but it requires so much time. Like, here is 3 rows basically, but these 2 rows are at least 1000 stitches. It's like full coverage with so much confetti. Oh my god, I can't believe it. There's like stitches that's like 5 stitches here of this pink one, and that's it. Like on the whole piece like this. So yeah, this is my progress so far, and I have till the 25th of November to finish it. So I'm hopeful that I only have like a little more here, probably 5 rows. I'm counting rows like 10 by 10, 10 square width. So probably yeah. And then there will be the last one, but you will say, oh, that's not so much. There is a ton of backstage. So by the next time I will show you, I hope I will finish it, but who knows. And then I decided to cheat. And do all the backstage in just black and white, because there is so many colors. There's like dark brown and gray and black and green. No way I'm doing all it. Just black and white. That's enough for me. So some details on the crows. You have 2 faces and a wing, I think this one is, and a new pumpkin, and this is just gonna be the leaves, the left of the wing, and some berries. So not much here. Oh, it looks amazing, but I hate it. Believe me, every like, even dislike, and every comment you leave on your favorite floss tubers, and I'm not talking about my channel, but any channel you ever watch, it really helps that floss tuber. You think like maybe like is supposed to show like, oh, I really like that video or something. No, it actually shows that you watched it and you interact with that video, so YouTube actually sees that that blogger is interesting for people. Likes and dislikes are not so much important for floss tubers, but they are really, really important for the YouTube in whole to fight this algorithm. Even if you have like 1,000 of viewers and subscribers and everything, new people cannot find you. New people cannot see them in the recommendations. No, new people cannot get to know you, because YouTube thinks, oh, people don't like that video so much, so why would I promote it? So I'm just saying, like, if you really want to help your favorite floss tuber, if you want to promote them to others, push the like button. That's why everyone is saying like push the like button, subscribe, push the bell, everything. It's not about like me, I want to get as many likes on this video as we can, like everyone right now push the like button. No, but for other people to find me and get to know my channel and find about all these Russian patterns I'm talking about, and maybe some of my stories about Thailand, will save them from making the same mistakes. Once again, I really love receiving your comments, and I do appreciate everyone who is sharing their opinion and who is pushing me in the right direction of like showing you the content you would love to. But also I have to say I'm sorry I don't answer them like in the first seconds that you post them, because we have a great Chinese firewall here, and if we have a great Chinese wall, this is the same thing but the internet, which does not allow us to like freely use Instagram or Facebook or YouTube. And how I'm doing it is I have to turn on a VPN. I have to actually wait for it to work, and then I can like look up my Instagram or YouTube or anything else. And I actually don't get notifications. The notifications cannot come through the Great Chinese Firewall as well. So that's why if I don't check it, I will not know it. And I cannot check the apps, like all kinds of apps, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, WhatsApp, Contacte, and we have Chinese ones where I'm actually talking to my friends in China, my husband, my work. Oh yeah, I have news about that too. So if I turn on VPN all the time, Chinese apps don't work, and these ones are kind of more important right now to me in case of like notifications and getting messages on time, because they are here right now about my real life. And all the notifications from Instagram and YouTube and especially Facebook, I will check them later. I will check them probably every 2 days or daily, but sometimes it still works really, really, really bad. Like it takes me 20 minutes to just upload a couple of stories. Sometimes I just upload the stories and leave my phone be for 30 minutes to just get the stories in. That's why on Instagram, that's why like a lot of my stories are just pictures. I would love to make videos for my stories, and I would like to talk to the camera, but it will take me ages to upload. That's why my stories are mostly like text and pictures. So I'm sorry if you don't like reading. The next thing I've been stitching are these little dragons by Anna Dragon Owl on Instagram, and she has a sale right now where she is introducing us a new dragon every 10 days, and if you want to stitch it basically for free, you have to stitch them in time, in 10 days. I don't know why I made myself to have so many deadlines. Like, I have a deadline on the wreath, I have a deadline on this project, and on the next project I will show you I also had a deadline. It's like, and the next two projects I want to start and finish also have deadlines, like before New Year and before February. It's like, what? Why am I acting like a masochist and just making myself buried in deadlines? But whatever. So these are the dragons illustrated by one of the cool designer like illustrators. If you're really interested in, just hit me up. I'll send you her links. But all these dragons are actually based on the emojis, like what we send in messages. And I did 4 in green, and the last one was like orangish brown because I'm out of green colors. And this is, spoiler alert, will be the next one. Erin chose the orange color. So Erin is choosing me next colors because I have so many of these colorful pieces. Like, I'm totally lost which one I want next. So these are my dragons. My husband proposed that we do TikToks on Chinese TikTok. Actually, it's not normal TikTok. Like, TikTok is banned in China, so they kind of organized their own version of that. The exactly same app. It just like called it differently in Chinese language, and you can actually have like normal TikTok and Chinese TikTok on your phone, but you need like Chinese SIM card to access Chinese TikTok. So it basically works only inside China, and it's very big inside China. Like, all people love watching it. Like, my parents-in-law spend all day just watching TikToks, and my father-in-law buys things from TikToks more than from Taobao. Like, he's obsessive buyer, and if he sees like some TikTok about very poor village selling some food or meat or seafood, next weekend we are eating the seafood from that village. I'm just saying, like, TikTok is a big thing in China, and my husband was like wanting to do some TikToks about like our daily life or things like about it. And finally I said, yes, let's try, let's do it. But of course, being a stitcher, I kind of want to do some stitching TikToks. But of course I cannot upload them to a normal TikTok because that requires a VPN constantly and a normal SIM card with a non-Chinese number, which I don't have. So that's why I decided that if I manage to do a good TikTok, in Chinese probably, but I will put either English subtitles or redo it with English, I will upload it here on YouTube in my YouTube shorts. So far we have only 2 small videos, and one where I'm tasting some snacks from Chongqing, and another one is really small. First one doesn't actually is a short because it's longer than a minute, and YouTube doesn't allow it to be longer than a minute, but whatever. I uploaded here 2 shorts. If you don't see them as shorts, or if YouTube doesn't recognize them as shorts, it's his problem. Are you sure YouTube is a he? Because sometimes he behaves like a real bitch. And this is my tiny garden. Yeah, I have some plants all over the house, but this is the garden area. So it's on the most sunny place in the apartment. So this is my view outside the window. I have no idea how well you can see it because it's super sunny right now. Like, basically I see a black screen. I think this is thyme, maybe. It's pretty good. It smells so good. So these were several gift gardens or gift boxes with seeds. Very small, provides with a little like pot and a tiny amount of ground there and just several seeds. So I put it all in and I add more ground there. and it was supposed to be like one side is pumpkin, one side is watermelon, but now I actually don't know which side is which. And on one side I also put a little bit of grass seeds, but like on the rim, on the edge, not in the middle. So I'm not really sure which was. Maybe this is just grass, or maybe these are actually like pumpkins or watermelons. So no idea, but these are like 1 week worth of growing, and I'm actually super happy about it because the seeds looked kind of old. So but I actually have some more seeds, and these were bought in Russia, some in China, some in Russia. So if these won't work out, I have more seeds. So I'm hopeful that I will have my winter garden. And if everything else is gray, no, not right now, now it's super sunny, but if everything else is gray and empty trees, I will still have my little green garden in here. I just need May not to jump here and not to eat them. These are the news about my channel. Then I will be making a lot of videos of new formats. I will be making some shorts just about life in China, or about some stitching, which is coming up soon. And one of the biggest changes is that I decided to finally change the name of the channel from Anastasia Neko to Anastasia Meng. Meng is my Chinese surname, my family name. Chinese family name of my husband, which I'm taking because in a Russian tradition, in Chinese tradition, the woman keeps their family name, keeps her surname. But in Russian tradition, when we get married, we take the family name from the husband. So officially, I'm Anastasia Meng. And Meng is a Chinese character, but it also have a translation like M-E-N-G. And the reason for changing that is that no one really can pronounce Neko. Everyone says Anastasia Nico. And I feel like maybe Lila's studio owner felt when everyone says it was Lila's studio, and she did not correct anyone. But it was still like, whatever. So after no one can say my like nickname, I was like, what's the point of having it? I can just be Anastasia. So then my husband said, why don't you just use your surname, because it's kind of interesting, because Anastasia is a very Russian name. It's like super traditional Russian name, and Meng is a very decently ancient Chinese family name. Like I don't know, but he said they have at least 500 or 600 history and like their family tree, or even 1,000 years history. I'm not sure, but his family tree started with one of the pupils from the Confucius, like the original Confucius. So that's kind of grand. And I'm still thinking of what to add, something in something like Anastasia Meng Stitches from China or things like that, but I'm not sure. I want to collaborate Russia and China, like our connection together in the name of the channel, because I know that Anastasia is easy to remember, but I also want to have some channel name, not just like my name. So I'm still thinking about it, but at least I already changed to Anastasia. I just have to share with you this one thing that I stitched recently. It's my first commission, and I was actually paid for my stitching. I was like, what? Stitching can bring me money? Wow! That's amazing experience, and now I'm like super excited about it, but I don't know where to get the next customer. But one of the girls in my quiz please game, her like mother-in-law is having a birthday like in a week, so she asked me actually like 2 weeks ago if I will be able to stitch something for her, and she will like pay for it. The payment is not so big or something, but it's just extra money. Thank you. And of course I agreed. Plus she chose this very cute Chinese lantern, which I already stitched before, and I was pretty sure I can basically do it in a week, 2 weeks. Yeah, I told her I can do it in 2 weeks, but it actually took me like maybe 10 days. So she was super happy. I sent it to her earlier and she already received it and she loves it. So we also discussed with her that she wants like congratulations there. It says happy birthday and the name of the woman and her date of birth. It's like 16th of November. We decided to omit the year so no one can actually count how many years is the old woman. That's why I just took the Chinese alphabet and recharted it like by hand on a piece of paper. You can see like I was using the old long dog patterns. Like now I have it on my phone, so I like in Saga or Pattern Keeper, so I basically don't need the printed version. But before I printed it, so I took there and just with a marker I recharted it, and I sent it actually to Aaron to recheck, double check if the spelling is correct and everything is correct. He found some mistakes, but we changed it and now it's perfect. In Chinese culture, the words should be on the right side and like from top to bottom, not like we usually read, but vertically. But the girl thought it's not so good, so we just did it like usual way, Russian way, on the bottom in one line, and she wanted it red. She wanted it red. Like I would go originally for dark brown or black at least. She wanted it red. The customer is a little low. So I'm so happy that I actually finished it like not many days ago, like 3 days ago, and I sent it to her and wow, that was so cool experience. Now I understood that I can actually restitch my works, because before I was saying like, nah, one time is enough. Like I don't really want to restitch any of my works. Now it's like, if you want it, I will restitch it for you and I will send it to you. It just really gives me so much. It's not about the money mostly, it's more about this unity you get when people really want your design, people really want your work to give to someone or to keep for themselves. I know I'm talking a lot and maybe you are like already screaming out there, where is the stitching? Where is the stitching? So I will show you some stitching, and that's quite a lot of stitching, but first I want to just share you my life update, because I haven't done it for a while. And if you're like super interested in stitching, you can also go and watch like latest videos which have a lot of stitching progress and projects and everything. But life updates I haven't done for since September, I think. Since the last video I said that I lost my job. I lost my job in kindergarten in China. I'm an English teacher in China, and there was a situation where I couldn't keep working in the kindergarten, and I had to stay home for a couple of months, like September, October. I had no work, I was just mostly staying home because my husband was working all the time, and it would be quite unfair if I would just spend all my day out playing or having fun without him. And that's why we do a lot of fun stuff during the weekends, and I don't stitch probably like much or at all on the weekends, but it gave me a lot of time to stitch on September and October, and I had a lot of finishes in September, I think at least 5. In October I had 3, and right now it's like the 8th of 9th of November. I think it's the 8th of November, and I already have 2 more finishes. So staying home really helped me to focus on projects and finish them, but also it didn't help me with my self-esteem and self-respect, that because I don't want to say anything bad about people who are housewives or anything, but I'm not just a person like that. I'm not used to staying home for a long time and just sitting at home making dinner and waiting for Erin. Like, I don't even have a child to take care of. Like May, yeah, I can wipe her nose like 20 times a day, but it doesn't like really take my time, nor it makes me feel like I actually am doing something. So that's why I'm so happy to announce that I found a new job, and right now the probability to find something new is quite low. I don't know why, but before the Chinese Olympics, which will be happening like this winter, they are cleaning out the majority of foreigners as much as they can. So they stopped extending work visas or stopped giving out new work visas. So basically, even if you work in a company for several years and you are always like super safe with your work and your work visa, you cannot stay in the country without a visa. And right now you cannot get a tourist visa nor business visa. So the only way you can stay in the country is through the like marriage or work visa. And for a lot of foreigners, the only option left was the last one. So a lot of my friends are struggling right now because they cannot extend their work visas. They got cancelled or rejected, or it's not even their company's fault. So whatever. So looking for a new kindergarten school or even daycare was kind of out of the question, because if I would go there and try to work there, I will have problems with the police if I don't have a work visa, or if they are not trying to make me one again, right? But right now you cannot make a work visa, so I will have problems with police anyway. So what was the options for me to work if you cannot actually legally work in the country? I found some home tutoring. Actually, it's an agency and they provide home tutoring jobs to foreigners, which is actually right now is very popular, because just recently in the end of August, they started to close all the tutoring centers, all linguistic centers, like after school hours, centers for kids in math, English, and Chinese. And the kids, like, kids don't want to learn, but the parents still want them to learn. And that's why they ask a home tutor to come home and work with them. And it's actually a wonderful opportunity, because you don't need to have a work visa to just go to someone's home. And that's wonderful. So I found this agency and they kind of starting to fill up my schedule, but I'm not working Saturdays and Sundays because these are the only days I can actually spend time with Aaron. Aaron is like Chinese workaholic, and even if he doesn't want to work so much, he doesn't have another way of living. Like in China, foreigners work like 8 to 5 or 9 to 5 normal day jobs, and then we go home and no one even dare call us or text us about work. What Chinese workers are like implied to do is that they work from like 8 to 5. They have to go to office like at 7 to earlier than their workday, and they sometimes have to stay in the office later than 5, maybe till 11 o'clock in the night. And then they are required to answer their phone and answer all the messages. And sometimes Aaron comes back home like around 9 o'clock and still works on his computer or getting phone calls even at 2 o'clock in the night. So this is the way business is working in China. It's awful. They're breaking all labor laws, but this is the way China is growing so fast, and people just accept it. People accept it, but I think foreigners cannot accept it with all the strength of their souls. That's why no one is asking this from the foreigners. That's why Saturday, Sunday are our only chance to like see each other. Yeah, I see him like 10 minutes before he leaves home in the morning, and like 2 hours when he comes back, we have dinner together, maybe play a game or just watch TikTok, and then he has to go to bed because he has a very early rise. Plus, my tutoring job will let me enjoy my mornings like I'm doing right now. This is Wednesday and it's not even noon. I'm making my Floster videos, and then after, like at around 4 o'clock, I have a class today. So that's great. Like before basically 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I will have all the time in the world to stitch, to make videos, which I am planning to do weekly now, because some very smart person told me, like, if you want your channel to actually grow, try making them weekly, at least to like one video. And me, I'm making 2 videos because I'm making Russian and English version at the same time. Into my stitching plans and why I said I have a lot of deadlines. As you know, I've been doing this model stitch for quite some time and I still haven't finished it. But now that I will have a lot of subway time, I am taking it on the subway and I am finish it in November. I don't know what should happen that I will not finish it again, but I should. It like really just needs one corner, these empty spaces and a little backstitch. That's it. So I need to finish this one and as soon as possible and just send it to the designer, because this is so bad for me. Like I took this piece for the model stitch and it's been already maybe 3-4 months that I haven't finished it. It's very irresponsible for me, and I'm really feeling not good about it. And another time limited piece is Miroshka, the Dawn. This is a kit by, I think, Polish company or Ukrainian company Miroshka, and it's very beautiful. It's supposed to be a woman holding a son. It was supposed to be a present for my dear friend Anne for her birthday, but it's never been stitched for her birthday. And then for some reason I decided, oh, I will stitch it for her next birthday. And then this news about the work visas and everything. So right now we're not sure Anne will be in China till her next birthday. So that's why I really need to finish it till the new year. I'm not saying before Christmas, but till New Year, which is like in 2 months. And you say, yeah, it's just half of it. It's not that big. Like, I think it's not much after this hair is like the border, right? It's not that big left. But you remember that I still have my pumpkins, which take me daily at least 4 hours. 4 hours of pumpkins. So I will really need to push it through. Also, I have dragons every 10 days, so I can't just abandon everything and concentrate it. Like, yeah, my stitching got so monogamous, but at the same time, I'm like, I have to rotate 2 or 3 projects at the same time just to finish them on time. And in February, my friend is having a wedding. So I will need to stitch him a wedding like present. I'm thinking about a wreath with his and her names and the date, and depending on how will be like this stitching will going and if I will have some free time, I will choose if it will be like more complicated wreath by Russian designers or a quite easy and simple one, less beautiful but easier one from just Etsy store. Next video I'm making a 24-hour of cross stitch with me next week, and I already tweaked it a little bit, so I changed the idea just a little bit, so I suppose it will be a very fun one. So these are up to date my stitching. What do you think? 1st of November and 11th of November are the two like gigantic sales in China. 11th of November is the day of singles in China, and like all the companies and everything, they gives you like ginormous discounts on anything. It's like Black Friday in America. So that's why all Chinese companies are working overtime. They're not even paid for it, but they're still working overtime. And my husband's company is producing musical instruments, and he's in charge of shipping. And that's why he has to go to company like 4 o'clock in the morning. On Halloween, he couldn't join me because I was out maybe till 1 a.m. And he already woke up at 2 a.m. and go to work. Crazy. But I still got the job. Right now I don't have every day a class or 2, but I'm planning to fill my schedule, and I'm very hopeful, and maybe in 2-3 months I will be this much busy in students. But it's also good because at least I will be getting some money and I will not feel myself like so useless. At the same time, I had to change my Chinese classes. I'm at twice a week. I still have my Chinese classes. I started them last December, and soon there will be 1 year as I'm learning Chinese. I'm trying to speak as much as I can. I'm not focusing on writing, I'm focusing on speaking, but I'm probably at the level of like 3-year-old or 4-year-old. Like, I can talk sentences on the topic that I already learned, but basically anything out of the range of that topic, I will not know anything. Like, I learned a lot of grammar structures and how to put words together, how to form a sentence, but anything everything else is like they have just so much vocabulary. Basically, they have the name for any kind of rice, like white rice, black rice, or wet rice, cooked rice, like Thai rice, long rice, fresh rice, green rice. Every different word doesn't have like first part and then rice like we do in English. So you can understand this some kind of like rice. No, it's actually different word. If it would be like, for example, just saying rice, chicken, and pork, but at the same time they will only name the different types of rice. So maybe I know one of them, but I cannot know all thousand of different variations of the same thing. Basically, for me, it's the same thing. Yeah. And now I had to change because I will be working in the evenings, starting from the like afternoon, late afternoon. I had to change my classes to 8 o'clock in the morning. So now twice a week I start my day so early. I tend to start my day at 8 o'clock anyway. I put my alarm clock so I will not laze out all day in the bed, but I had to like wake up 7:30 twice a week just to get ready for my class, and then I'm like cramming anything I can in my head while it's still like just getting ready to work. Yeah, my teacher is just laughing from me. She's like, "You know this word?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know this word." She's like, "What's the sound in this word?" I'm like, "Was it something on L?" She's like, "Yeah, it has L, but it's in the end." I'm like, "Oh my god, I have no idea." It's like playing hangman. Oh my god. Because I'm staying home so much time, I decided to just organize some extra activity for myself. So I joined a game here in Beijing. It's a big game in a Russian community, organized by Russians, only in Russian language. It's called Quiz Please, and it's basically a very standard type of quiz game. Every Thursday night I will be going on a quiz and meeting some girls, and we will have a lot of fun. Unfortunately, Aaron cannot join because he doesn't know Russian, and he's still working at that moment, but at least it gives me like one evening a week where I'm like purposefully getting dressed, not like normal wear I'm wearing to go to someone's house, because that's supposed to be like a lot of walking and going on subway, so it should be first of all comfortable, nothing else matters. But I'm like getting dressed, getting my makeup and everything, and just going out with girls to chit chat, and it really helps me not to get insane here, because the only like company I have the whole day mostly is me, and then Aaron for an hour when he's like super like tired and stressed and overwhelmed with work, and chit chat is just not working. So this is our bed, and this is where little May is. Lemmy, hello. Are you sleepy and tired, baby? Yes, you are. And I'm bothering you? Wink if you if I'm bothering you. No, I'm not. Oh, you're a cutie. Sometimes, yeah. First of all, we have two duvets. We have two covers because, can I just say, it's so comfortable when you don't need to play a tug of war with each other over the blanket. You can just grab it all and have it for yourself. So we have two blankets. And May loves just sleeping here during the day when I'm home. When I'm not home, we close the door to the bedroom, but when I'm home, she just enjoys it. And I can see like she was probably digging here, but then just flopped out here and decided to sleep here. So she is wearing a sweater, but she also just loves sleeping on the bed, under the cover, or like on my lap, and I always cover her with her little baby towel. She has my towel. So, and can I say, we are having like tropical weather for her. It's around 26 degrees right now in the house. It's like summer weather in the house. I'm wearing my summer outfit. Yeah. Just for you. Because in any other temperature, she instantly starts sneezing and have a running nose. So baby May is very sensitive to the temperature. Yeah. But she also has so many cute clothes. So this is one of her sweaters. So cute, baby May. So these are all up-to-date news about my life, about my stitching, my plans. about my channel life. So I hope you enjoyed this video. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment about what would you like to see next time. And with lots of love, happy stitching!